Let's see how these survivors play. Midwich isn't bad for me. We have those long hallways that if we can get them on, we can definitely get a good number of blighted rushes. Unfortunately, once we get into those classrooms, they're a bit more clustered, and it's going to be really hard for me, in my opinion. At least on my skill level on Blight. Blight's still one of those killers that's on a 3 comfortability level, in my opinion. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult for me to take advantage of those moments. But we do see that door there. Let's break it. Get that shred so we don't waste as much time. And of course, there's 2 doors downstairs at the very least that we also do want to break. We're gonna keep this door closed. And so far I've heard a whole lot of nothing. There's my ruin. That's in a god-awful location. Let's go downstairs and break those doors that we need to break. Oh, I hear this gen being worked on. I see both bloody foo-foos. We'll hit her real quick. Perfect. Yeah, go for it. I hear her going to my right. She's in this tile here, and I do see Meg as well. Maybe trying to set up for a flashlight save, potentially. I didn't see any additional flashlights, though, so I don't think that could be the case. No dead hard, from the looks of things. Let's pick you up. There's Tinker behind us. Let's pressure that side. There's a hook right here, thankfully. We don't have Pop. We still have Ruin in play, so let's keep that in mind. She's going to go here and vault. What we're going to do is we're going to bounce at that doorway. And shred. She then goes to the left. Oh, she didn't. That's Steve. Fair play, Stevie Boy Wonder. Now, we did catch up the Feng Min. 3 people injured. You gotta love it when you see it. She'll go over this direction and does have a God pallet that she did not throw. Tinker does pop again. We'll go for Feng Min. Good dead hard through. I saw it coming, but wasn't able to capitalize off of it. She won't get it this time. You know what? I'll give up the gen for another hook here, just because that will allow me the ability to be on ratio. Let's see if we can get there in time. It's gonna be dicey for sure. We're gonna have the Blighted Rush downstairs here. And you know what? I'm not gonna complain. That was a pretty good play there, in my opinion. We still got the down on Steve off the gen, so it wasn't for naught. It wasn't for naught. So we are ahead of ratio at this moment. And we really want to use these doorways to our advantage. Alright, let's take a few extra steps. And looks like he's going to go downstairs. Why am I stuck? It seems whenever I do the Blighted Rush like that, it freezes me. Interesting. Looks like she got the unhook. That's fine. There's Meg ahead of us. Let's bounce off of Steve if possible. There's BT. Looks like I didn't wait long enough. We'll go for Meg. She does not drop God Pallet. Megan. Looks like you went in here. There's a pallet. Let's get you to drop it. We'll hit you. And then you'll go outside to the left. We can definitely rush and get you real quick. We'll go to the doorway here. Alright, just trying to trap her in this little area if possible. She'll go back to the left again. Probably out. There's not a lot of outs here, though, I will say. So we'll down her on this pallet. And get you up on hook. That'll push us ahead of ratio in case they do complete another gen. Of course, we have not seen a Tinker proc, but now they have gotten Ruin. So we need to keep that in mind. I was over here. You see scratch marks that were faint. Maybe they went for the unhook, potentially. Meg trying for a body block of BT for the Feng Min, more likely than not. Let's hit you. She has a pallet here, I do believe. We'll mind game that. And swing. Good dead hard. Try and get away from the stun with no success. Let's just shred that real quick. And we do hear the gen down below being worked on, so getting a down here would be good. Let's get her down. And let's then pop that gem that we're hearing. I need to hook on my... Nope, not there. I need to go into the room that they're currently in. Alright, perfect. And then we pop. Alright, that should be below 70%. Now, Fangman was here. Just double checking, making sure she's not in that locker. Here's not. I swear to God, she's in that middle locker, I'll freaking die inside. There she is. I knew she had to still be around. I saw her, so as a matter of fact, really. Let's shred that. Get a bit of distance where possible. Sure, if you give me that, I'm more than happy to do this. And then we're gonna go back for that unhook. We'll hit Meg there. We're actually getting some good value out of our balances, honestly. It's like I'm seeing the code in the Matrix. And it's just working. We'll swing here. Get Meg down. Since she did gen tap, we now get to pop the gen. Let's put you back where the Fangman was. And then we'll pop that. We have not seen any other Tinkerers since this one, which is good news. Alright, let's start exploring then. Alright, see this door? Let's break that. Always good to pre-break these. We see Tinker where? Was that right above me? I think it was. Alright. Yeah, they went downstairs. Close. I was trying to predict her movement. Didn't work out as well as I'd hoped. But we do get her off that gen at the very least. She probably has balanced landing, dropping down. Did she go back up? She dropped and then nothing. Now that's odd. That's an odd one for sure. Alright, do we regress that first or go for this one? Let's go for this one. Let's break this door. I don't mind breaking this one. They do finish it in time. Nicely done. Meg is on death hook, so this is not exactly great for her, I will say. She'll go for this, ideally. Nope, no dice. So this is someone dead on 3 gens left if they do not complete the one upstairs. Unfortunately, they do exactly that, so we're still not in a bad place. 3 gens, 7 hooks, we're ahead of ratio, which is the good news. But we're still not in a, what I would call, ideal situation for sure. Alright, see Fangman here. She does not drop pallet. Then she'll probably loop back around and do so then. Nice drop. Will you flashlight me as well? You will not. We still have pop in hand, so we might want to explore some of these gens real quick. See if we can get any additional value out of this pop. Looks like they were over here, but are no longer. It's not really worth it for me to pop this, but we're not going to get another gen popped anyway, so might as well use it. Looks like they went this way. There's Steve. We'll hit you. You'll vault back, losing momentum. So let's go for Steve real quick. Perfect. Alright, Steve, I wonder. Let's get you up. We do see Tinker. Is that on 2nd floor? I think that might be on the 2nd floor. We have 16 seconds with 1 person, 8 with 2. Let's head that way real quick. Hello. I'll just get you off of that real quick. And I have time to pop it still. Let's break. Even though I lose pop here, I'm not going to lose you. Not by a long shot, especially not in this room. So let's go back to that gen real quick. Let's pop it since we still have another like 10 seconds left on. It's going to be kind of close, I'll be honest. But I think we should get it in time. That was real close too. Honestly, she probably could have committed to it. It would have resulted in a down one way or another, but that would have potentially been the right play. Fangman here. Let's just hit her. I'm not going to commit to her though. Wow, nicely done. As a pretty quick pickup, not gonna lie. Let's go out here. I think she just corner teched me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure she just corner teched me. Because we absolutely lost line of sight for a second there. Scratch marks were down here. One person is no longer injured. Scratch marks again. And a tinker as well. Alright, we'll go for the tinker. That has to be Steve. And a second tinker. That is probably both Feng Mins. At least I'd imagine so. Alright, we're gonna ignore them for a second. Let's go over here. Force them this way. I could have sworn that freaking bookshelf was a godforsaken Feng Min. That's my bad. That's aggressive. I'm making so many misplays right now. That's gonna cost me. Make sure the Feng Min's not there. Alright. Yeah, they're gonna get multiple gens here, more likely than not. Alright, there we go. Will you vault back? You do not. No mind game necessary. I do see Steve as well in this location, interestingly enough. Feng Min does get that. And we will down Feng Min. Perfect. Need to go to Steve's gen ASAP. For if we don't, I think we will lose this match. Yep, he's going back to that gen right now as we speak. And that was pretty well done last time I checked. Alright, let's peek out and pop. Close one on that one for sure. Unfortunately, it wasn't the right Feng Min that we found. There they are. There's the unhook. Let's try and just keep this regressed as much as we can. And we'll go back for the unhook right now. See if we can find them. Hit this Feng Min. And now they're in a pickle. We can down one of them no matter what. Dead hard, question mark? There's dead hard, the down. And then we have to go back to that gen that Steve was on and push him off of that ASAP. She's going to try and take a body block. There's the tinker. We have 16 seconds now. We need to make sure she can't body block this hook. We're going to kill. This could be a close one. Alright, he's off it. Perfect. Perfect. Let's once again hit this. And check for Steve. That's an American flag, not Steve. Flags, Steve, close to one another, but not the same. Alright. Perfect, perfect. We kind of have a 3-gen here. We hear this gen has been worked on a little. Let's just get it manually regressing. I imagine Steve will be back on his gen downstairs. Let's come from an awkward angle that he might not expect. Let's see, was I right? I hear a Feng Min. Let's down her. Now, she definitely touched the gen based on the fact that's no longer aggressing, so let's kill her off. And I think that there will get us the win in the end. That was a very, very close match. I made, honestly, a lot of mistakes that game that could have costed me again and again and again and again. But for the fact that they are trying to focus in on that one gen, it made it really rough. I say yes to hatch. Well, god dang it. Alright, Steve, all yours, me boy. Go find it. If you could give another shout out to V. Rochard, be much appreciated. Imagine Steve should be on the bottom floor, right? Strange if he wasn't. There you are. But GG, well played to these survivors.